Hello and welcome. Today I'll be discussing about social media. Specifically, I'll be unmasking the dangers of social media. We'll be discussing the risks, threats, and forms of misuse that comes with our constant connection online. Social media has become part of everyday life. We use it to connect, learn, and express ourselves. But behind this convenience and entertainment lies another side. Today, I'll talk about social media threats, why these risks happen, their effects on us, and how we can protect ourselves. First, let's define what we mean by social media threats. A threat in this context isn't just about hackers and viruses. It includes dangers like cyberbullying, online scams, fake news, identity theft, and exposure to harmful content. A global digital report back in 2023 stated that there was over 4.8 billion media users worldwide. That's more than half the world's population. And with such a massive population online, risks naturally multiply. One of these risks is cyberbullying. This can include anything from hateful comments to group exclusion and online shaming. Another risk would be scams and fraud. An example would be online attacks targeting bank customers via fake social media accounts. Another would be fake news and misinformation. Back then, during the COVID-19 pandemic, false cures and conspiracy theories spread faster than verified updates. Another threat would be identity theft. Oversharing personal details like your birthday, school, or even your pet's name makes it easy for scammers to guess passwords or steal your identity. So it's not just strangers who post these risks. Sometimes it's classmates, coworkers, or even friends who misuse social media. A careless post or an angry comment can quickly snowball into serious problems. A real-life example of how serious it can get would be the report from 2021 from PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group. They reported a disturbing increase in cases of online sexual exploitation of children during the pandemic. Many of these cases involved predators creating fake accounts and luring victims into dangerous situations. These aren't just statistics, they represent real lives, real families, and real trauma. Why do these threats keep happening even when we know better? One reason is the lack of digital literacy. According to DepEd's Digital Citizenship Framework, many young users still lack critical skills to evaluate online content. If a post looks convincing, say it has lots of likes or shares, people assume it must be true. This is dangerous because likes don't equal accuracy. Another reason is algorithms. Sometimes social media companies want us to spend more time on their platforms because more time equals more ads and more money. So their algorithms tend to prioritize content that sparks strong emotions. Anger, fear, excitement would be some of these examples. Unfortunately, false or harmful content often spreads faster because it's more shocking. Then, there's anonymity. Behind fake names and anonymous accounts, people feel empowered to say and do things they wouldn't dare do in person. This anonymity makes it easier for bullies, scammers, and predators to operate. Finally, there's the simple fact that laws cannot always keep up with technology. While there are cybercrime laws, many cases go unreported, and enforcement can sometimes be slow. These threats affect users in various ways. For example, it can affect them psychologically. if they are exposed to harassment or constant negativity online, which would cause anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. According to the World Health Organization in 2022, prolonged exposure to cyberbullying can increase the risk of self-harm among adolescents. It could also affect the users socially. Fake news divides communities. During the pandemic, misinformation led to heated debates over vaccines, causing tension even within families. Similarly, politically motivated disinformation campaigns can lead to distrust in democratic institutions. It can also affect users economically because scams and identity theft cost millions worldwide. In the Philippines, reports of online shopping fraud increased during lockdowns, leaving many people without the products they paid for. In short, these aren't small isolated issues. They affect our mental health, our relationships, and even our money. So, how can we protect ourselves? What can we do? While we cannot completely eliminate risks, we can reduce them through awareness and responsible practices. When you encounter information, the first thing you should do is to verify it. Always cross-check news with credible sources. Organizations like WHO, UNICEF, and DOH provide reliable updates. Do not just rely on random Facebook posts. You should think before you post. Every post is permanent in some form, even if they are deleted. You should ask yourself if what you are posting is respectful. Could this be harmful if misused? So it means that you should first consider if your post can harm yourself and others. You can also manage your privacy settings. You can limit what strangers see. You can avoid oversharing personal details like location, schools, or family members. Another thing you should do is to block or report suspicious accounts. Do not engage with trolls. Trolls are those who cause discord online. You should report them or block them. My last recommendation would be to promote digital citizenship. We should practice kindness online, support friends who are targets of harassment, and call out misinformation when you see it. Digital citizenship is about more than avoiding danger. It's about actively creating a positive, safe, and respectful online space. Remember, social media is a tool. It's not inherently good or bad. It depends on how we use it. If we approach social media with critical thinking and responsibility and awareness, it becomes a platform for connection and sharing. But if we are careless, it becomes a place of risks, abuse, and harm. Thank you for listening. I am Zoe Gomez, reminding you to stay safe, stay smart, and always scroll wisely.